By the way, if you don't know, Ramses II is the only pharaoh and only mummy in the whole world who has his own passport, because this story is one of the most important stories on the whole earth, and especially for ancient Egypt. If I tell you the name Moses, do you know who he was? Do you know his story? I am sure that you listen this name at least once per your life. But I'm also sure that most of us already forgot his story. His name, Moses, is connected with the 10 plagues of Egypt. Hello, the Niqab girl is speaking, and please subscribe to my channel and click the bell of notification. Thank you so much. We will revise the 10 plagues of Egypt, because if I ask you, you will know 1 or 2, but you will not know them all, and it's very important to remind ourselves the all 10 plagues. Water turning to blood, frogs, lice, flies, livestock and disease, unhealable boils which a people had on the hands or the bodies, hail and fire, locusts, darkness, death of the first baby-born children. Pharaoh had a dream that one day some boy of Israelites will overcome him and he will become the king and Pharaoh will sit down. And he ordered from all of his country, which was of course Egypt, to kill all the boys. And the mother of Moses, she put him to the basket and put him to the Nile. The wife of Pharaoh saw this basket and took it, and she grew the baby as her own son. After Moses grew up, so he made some crime and he had to escape from the Egypt actually. And he went to the mountain of Sinai when the God spoken to him for the first time. And the God told him his mission, clear mission: go back to the Pharaoh and tell him about your prophecy. Musa was very afraid, but he go back to the Pharaoh as a new prophet already. And he asked him to firstly to believe in the one God, which of course Pharaoh refused. So every time he refused, some of the plagues was sent for the country of Egypt. Of course, it was disaster for all the country, not only Pharaoh, but for the whole country. And Musa has another thing which he wanted to set free the slaves of Egypt, which was actually Israelites. So it was like his nation. It was the mission of God to set free the people of Israelites. Pharaoh didn't want to accept it, because if he accepts, he will not have slaves anymore. There's a lot of theories and stories who the Pharaoh actually was. If it was Ramses II, or if it was Akhenaten or someone else. However, it's mentioned that it was the most cruel pharaoh of all the time. And as we know, 100%, the most cruel pharaoh was always Ramses II. We have no other information which was the cruelest pharaoh, only him. So I will keep like it was Ramses II. To kill first baby-born son of each Egyptian family. And of course this one was meant especially for Ramses II, because he had a son and he was waiting that he will be the king after him, of course. And obviously as a son he was very proud of him and really loved him so much. And it happened that God commanded the angel of this night to silently take each of soul of the first baby-born son. Of course, the son of Ramses died. Ramses was catching his son in his arm and of course weeping and crying, a big sadness. And in this moment, he told Musa, okay, go, take your people and go out from Egypt. So Moses took his people and he led them from the Egypt cross the Red Sea. Because when Pharaoh let him go, so he started to think to Pharaoh, he made me such a disaster, I cannot let him go, I have to kill him. So Pharaoh took his army and was chasing Musa to the Red Sea. And in the Red Sea, as we know, the people of Israelites was all lost. For sure, if Pharaoh catch them, they will kill them all. So Moses was praying to God to make some miracle, and God opened the Red Sea for the Moses and the people of Israelites, and they could pass across the sea. Right now, the Pharaoh army was chasing the people, and when the sea opened and the people entered the sea, Pharaoh army also entered to the sea. But the people of Israelites went from the sea safely, and God closed the sea on the Pharaoh, so they all died. But there is actually one very important point which we have to mention, and a lot of people doesn't know it. That before the sea closed on the Pharaoh, so the Pharaoh by himself told, I believed in your God. Like, accept me between the people who believe. And he wanted to tell the Shahada. He really wanted to tell it by his words, like aloud, that he really trusts in the God. But one of the people of Moses didn't want this happen because he saw it like a big injustice. And he put a mold to the mouth of Pharaoh to don't be able to say it. So Pharaoh at the end didn't say it, even he had the intention to do it. But it was actually the God's will, that God didn't want this to happen. He didn't want him to be between the believers. So at the end, Pharaoh died as an unbeliever. Actually, there is a God promise that he will keep the body of Pharaoh forever, like it's alive, like in good shape, the body, warning the people how bad person he actually was, and that we take a lesson from this story and from this Pharaoh at the end. The body of Ramses II is in Cairo Museum and still in very good condition. By the way, if you don't know, Ramses II is the only pharaoh and only mummy in the whole world who has his own passport, because he was traveling to Europe, if you don't know. And then scientists were searching about it, about the Exodus actually, if it really happened or if it didn't happen, if it's just a story. But guess what? They really found on the place where the story was described in the Red Sea, they really found the army of the Pharaoh. And they found out that they was really crossing the sea without water, and that the water killed them, or the mold. They told that they have to breathe the mold, or the waves killed them actually. So there is really a similarity, even from religion, even from scientists. If you want to know in details, I will put you my link now, because I was writing about it in really details and names and dates, which of course I don't remember from my mind, so press on the link and you can read it. I guess this story is actually very, very, very interesting, and it really belongs to the ancient Egypt 100% as the biggest and the most important story. I can tell you, as I asked you on Instagram, which videos you like from me the most, if a love story or ancient Egypt. Actually, you choose an ancient Egypt so much. Even I didn't post so much videos, so from now on, this week, especially this week, I'm gonna to post videos only about ancient Egypt, and we will see if you like it or if you would prefer to go back to the love stories. So thank you so much for watching. I hope the story you really like it, and again, please subscribe to my channel, because you are going to support me so much. I will make for you more videos, better videos with more ideas. I have really a lot of ideas, but I'm waiting on your response. If I see it effective, I will put more. So please give me the power to do it. support me, and I will not let you down, I promise. So next time, bye.